Hey everyone, welcome back to Sweetbeat TV. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and today I am so excited to say I'm joined by Painted with Raven winner, Matt Perkins. Hey Matt, how are you?
Hello, how are you? It's great to be
I'm
here.
good. Happy New Year, and thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely. Happy New Year's to you as well.
Thank you, Matt. Let's dive in. I want to congratulate you on your recent win on Painted with Raven.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it was such an absolutely fun journey, and I am so happy. It has means
Yeah.
so much.
I can only imagine. Now, Painted with Raven is hosted by RuPaul's Drag Race icon and Emmy-winning makeup artist, Raven. But for the viewers at home, Matt, explain to them what exactly they could be expecting from Painted with Raven.
So, Painted with Raven, I think, is an iconic show because we have a ton of different makeup artists across the US competing virtually for $25,000. So, we all are in the comforts of our own bedroom, so maybe we not as nervous as normal, and we get to throw all of our amazing ideas out there and paint our face to the gods. So, you get to see everyone's creativity, and I cannot wait for you guys to see what I do.
Absolutely. Now, Matt, looking at your entertainer persona, you go by Crimson. So, just like the color, what can the viewers be expecting from Crimson?
Well, after the show, you guys will all have your favorite color be crimson. I will say that. But it shows the diversity of what crimson provides. So, drag is always like, oh, I'm a beautiful girl, I can perform. But I like to break the boundaries of that and show you that drag is more of an artistry rather than just oh, I'm a pretty woman. So I like to show you all the different sides of, maybe I paint myself a different color, maybe I'm a zombie drag queen, you never know.
So, Matt, looking at all those amazing looks you did for Painted with Raven, what would you say was one of your favorite if you had to choose? I know it's hard to narrow down, but if you had a favorite.
I would say I'm gonna pick two, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll let you go.
So I have like a wow factor favorite, which is the pimple popping one, because I think it
Insane.
was, I don't know, I kind of got the idea last minute, and I was just like, ah, it's amazing, and just like the craziness of like the shock factor. So I think that reads very well to the audience. However, a personal favorite would have to been the two-face challenge, where half of my face was something that I am perceived by, and the other half is something who I truly am. So I did this childish play on the Boogie Monster versus like the little doodle sketch. I don't know, design wise and personal wise, I don't know, it just is drawn to me the most.
I was looking at some of your looks this morning and the pimple one, and I was like, oh my goodness, if my creativity could even take me there, I would be, on another planet. But incredible. You really are incredible.
Thank you. I really enjoy how the show pushes us through all these different genres of makeup as well. Like, we are doing like the beauty makeup, we are doing the monster horror, crazy gross makeup.
Yeah.
But then we also have like the creative paper makeup. So there's all these different categories that we are set through, and I'm glad that it represents makeup in all those different lights rather than just like, oh, makeup is just to be pretty. We have more aspects of that to it.
Absolutely. And speaking about those different categories, Matt, what would you say you learned from the process of this show? Would you say, it challenged you in some degrees? And what would those degrees be?
So I think I was challenged in listening. I know that sounds like, wait, what? Shouldn't have challenged you to like work last minute or something like that. That is true. But I think the most I took out of it was listening, because a lot of people get like stuck into their ideas and how they want to make it fit the challenge. But if you sit there and listen to what's going on instead of being in your head, you can realign yourself and apply it properly. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I think also, how you guys filmed this for this season, it's so
Mhm.
important that you had to listen, right? Because you kind
Yes.
of missed that personal connection. So
Mhm.
your listening had to be type A perfect.
Yes, and there's definitely, if you watch my trajectory through the show, you can tell there's definitely a turning point where I I turned the volume up on my ears and was like, okay, I hear you.
Right, right. Now let's go back and look at that moment you found out you won Painted with Raven and took home that $25,000 cash prize. What was that like?
So I will say, when we got towards the end, the pressure got a little crazy, and it got so crazy to where I was at the point where I was almost defeated. I was just kind of like, oh, it's not gonna be me. It's not gonna be me. And then I think there's a moment on camera when my name is called, I physically like jumped. I was sitting there like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then I heard my name and I went and like jumped out of my seat because I just didn't expect it. It was so crazy.
Absolutely.
But I am definitely one of those people where my emotions hits later, not immediately. So at first I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What's happening? And then as soon as like I went to bed that night, I was like, and just did not sleep. And I think laid there with my mouth wide open the entire
You're like
time.
still pinching yourself to see if it's real.
I know, exactly. I'm just like, was this a video game? Like, what's going on here?
So awesome. And now, Matt, looking at this whole experience, you know, what advice do you have for those fans and viewers at home that hope to be in your position one day?
So, I will say through my experience in trying to navigate the internet and with all these crazy algorithms and stuff like that, do your art for yourself. Don't do it for other people, because then you'll get stuck in a loop of wanting to be fed attention, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
So, and I have gotten stuck in that loop a little bit where I'm just like, you know, why am I doing this? Am I doing this so people will be like, wow, you're super cool? Or am I doing it because I am like, I am cool. I am creative. You know, this is my brain, you know, this is my artistry. And you need to do it for that reason, not for the attention, if that makes sense. You know, the attention is nice, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Absolutely great advice. You are one talented individual, and I wish you all the continued success, Matt.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it was a pleasure speaking with you. And everyone at home, this is the winner of Painted with Raven Season 1, Matt Perkins, aka Crimson. So be sure to be catching Matt on Painted with Raven out now. Also be sure to be giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to Sweetie Hide down below. As always, everyone, I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and I will see you guys next video. Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening.